And this is me now. We in Fall Garden. This QPO, it's a rainy morning around 8 o'clock right now, and this morning I don't work outside because it's raining. So it's better to have a video. This one, and the topic today is about the purpose of doing this garden, fall garden, in my point of view. I mean, the original purpose for starting this. And another point that I'm gonna talk about in this video is about the reflection, the idea that I got after I've been doing this for a year and a half, since like April 2017 until now in July 2018. And this is the detail. So let's start with the purpose. Normally, no, generally, how to say, like, actually I'm some kind of person. I'm a kind of person who like nature, tree, plants, like good air, you know, because I've been raised up by a family which my mother, she loved nature. Like in the house in the Kompatom where I was born is full of nature, trees, plants. It's not like a big garden, but I can get the I could get the feeling of being under the shade of the tree in the hot day. Comparing to the other house, my neighbors, that they don't have that many tree in their properties. So I kind of got the feeling of like love nature and see the benefit of having trees and nature in the garden, just to refresh myself, feel good when I look at them, especially when it's raining right now, and when you see the drop of rain dropping on the leaves. It's some kind of like something that gives you a good feeling. So the main purpose that I was studying doing this garden in fall garden is because I just want nature to be around my house, like that can be accessible for me, like go outside the house and I can just see the surrounded by the nature. mm. And especially the shade of the trees in the hot summer in Thailand, it's so hot, you can't imagine. I mean, and my house is quite small, but I prefer to have a small house in a big garden. So I I try to make the roof or the shade, you know, for my in my property as a nature shade. So growing a trees here as a purpose of having a good roof, nature roof in the future is one of my goals for the hot summer. I mean, you can be in your garden. You don't need to be in the house under the metal roof like this, but just going outside, relax and do your activity, but just under the shade of the tree is so cool, huh? And you can get the good air, the kind of cool feeling, not too cool and not too hot, comparing to the other part without any shade of the tree. Yeah, that's the first reason. The second reason is that I like eating fruit so much, so that like it's some it's if you ask me about dessert after meal, I prefer to have fruit, whatever fruit you can offer me, like banana, papaya, mango, jackfruit, apple, whatever that the local here can offer me, or the season can offer. So with this reason of uh, wanting to have fruits, you know, on my own, just free fruit, from the tree. And the second reason is just come along with the first reason, because since I want the shade of the for the house for the hot summer, at the same time I can get the fruits as well because they come along. I can grow like the mango tree for having the shade in the hot summer, and at the same time I can get the mango fruits as well in each season. So, and I can be sure that these fruits gonna be safe for my health, for my health. Because I grew it myself. I know the process, and I know that I didn't put any chemical fertilizer or anything. Just let the nature do its cycle. So I have clean, good fruits and also free as well. So these are two main reasons that make me want to do this garden. I mean, these two goals is not something that gonna happen right away after I start doing this. It's some kind of job that you don't get paid right away after a day or week or even a month. I mean, maybe after a year actually. But I still want to do it because it's, it's worth it. Just imagine in the far future, like 5 years, 10 years from now, where my house is like full of shade and fruit, fruit trees and many animals, like give some kind of cool atmosphere, in the hot summer. Just imagine that, it's enough for me to kind of, like direct my energy to fulfill that goal. But in order to do this, I mean, I have to manage how to spend money well as well. Mainly just try to buy my time, in order to do this, because no one gonna pay me for doing this. I mean, at least 2 years, huh? So these are two reasons that why I want to do this fall garden. And actually, there's another reason, but I don't expect it to be like the main goal. It's some kind of gonna come naturally when the time comes. Like um, people here, maybe you guys, I mean, people here, they just feel like this ideal garden for a house can happen. It's possible for this to happen. So like as they passing by every day, seeing the changing here, and after a year, after 2 years, and after 3 years, everything changed, since there's nothing here until lots of trees, fruits, and shade in the hot summer. Maybe they can like this scenery can shake people mindset, and if they can, if they enjoy having this for their own, they may want to do it by themselves, and that's gonna make this village like more beautiful, huh? And people can be happy, like having a good garden, and at the same time have fruits as well. They can reduce their cost of living since they got fruits on their own, and so on and whatever, etc., etc. So that's all about the reason of making for garden. And let's talk about the my reflection after doing this for a year and a half right now. At the beginning, I thought that, you know, I was so cool, like coming here with my budget to invest on the building the house and everything, starting doing garden, follow my dream, follow my passion, like be out of the system, don't work for others. I thought that it was cool, like, man, I'm 28 years old and I I can start doing this, follow my passion. And then after a year, actually when the time passed by, my mindset start to feel like changing. I was asking myself, like, is this what I want in the beginning? Yeah, the freedom, I got it. Like, I work on my own. I'm my own boss, no one control me. I decide how to spend my time each day, no obligation. I also have food, every day, because I got money. And I mean, totally freedom. No one control me, man. But and I feel like these thing, started like build up build up my own egotistic. Like, feel like I'm better than others, too smart, so smart, or whatever you name it. And after the time, maybe more than the year, it's like they keeping changing gallery, until I come to the point that actually I cannot I couldn't be here without all the supports around me. Even right now I'm alone here, but and I used to think that I've done all these things on my own, but actually the real truth is not. I couldn't be here without all the support from the people around me, my relatives, everything, the sunlight, I mean nature, the water, the rain, the food from the market, even I change them with my money that I, how to say, that I work for myself before. But to think to its core, I feel like I'm not here alone. Even my mental aspect, like the idea of making this, it's not like I was born and I need to do this, starting the garden. It's not that at all. I mean, all my life, through my experience, there are so many thoughts and ideas that form this mindset to me, for my people who raised me, my teacher, people who teach me how to write, how to read English, since I was in the kindergarten, everyone that inspired me doing the guide on their own, and it inspired me the what the theory of the king Bhumibol. I mean, everything actually that connected to me, physically and mentally, they all like shape this kind of thought and body right now, you know. So it's not like my own credit for this, you know. I couldn't say that. I mean, even I'm alone here, but actually without all the support and everything surround me since in the past, since I was born, you know, or whatever. Maybe if you believe in reincarnation, you know. So what I want to say is that is what totally changed my mindset, as I used to think that I was cool, you know. I made all this decision on my own decision, you know. But actually, without all this information from others that passed generation to generation, get the I couldn't get the chance of making this decision, you know, on my own, just originally for my own, you know. It's like because their wisdom they give in the past, uh, as in physical or mental aspect, you know, they all work through me, you know, until this moment right now, saying this to you. And without YouTube, without this kind of technology, I couldn't make this video, and you guys couldn't like watching this right now, you know. So, and actually this kind of feeling made me feel like light and relief from the burden or the stone that I bear for a long time, you know, that I don't know how to put it down, you know. It's too heavy, but I just can't put it down. I just couldn't put it down at all. I mean, because the ego, you know, because the thought that I'm the only one or something like this, you know. But since I realized that I'm not alone here, and whatever that I think that I own it right now, even my body, my mentality, my mindset, or whatever, is a product of a long way process, you know. So, the credit for this garden or the thing I've done is not just with me. It's, it's because of all the support from everyone and everything that connected to me, even everything that connected to them before as well, you know, because those things created them, and because and then them and then them, you know, created, um, give and part it through me, you know. So I'm not alone here, even I'm alone, you know. I'm not sure if it's, you know, understandable, but all I can say is a practical way and practical mindset that right now I feel like this is the answer that I've been searching for with no intention at all, you know, and it's come from my experience being in this garden for a year and a half, which the main purpose is to, you know, to have the shade and the fruit, right? But this gift of wisdom that come along afterward, I can feel like it's more important than the main goal that I set before. And I made this video just to share this to you guys, if it's, you know, can be useful for you, as is useful to me, you know. So this information won't die with me, you know, when I leave this earth. So in order to make it more useful as much as possible, so I like to make this video. And that's all the thing, that all the thing that I want to say in this video. And thank you for watching. It's too long, I know, but yeah, it's all about the core feeling then. And see you in the next clip if I got something new to share with you. All right, bye.